Hello Primary 1. This week in our learning we are going to be learning how to add two numbers together. To start with, we will work with adding up to 5, and this will help us to also be secure with our number bond knowledge to 5, which you're also starting this week. We're always going to be using materials to help us to learn. You can use whatever you have in the house as long as you have enough of the same kinds of item. Here are some examples that I found in the classroom that you might have at home. I've got some magnetic numbers that you might have stuck to your fridge. These would be useful to help you with your learning. You might have crayons at home. Again, these can help you with your adding. We've got some dry pasta shapes, some acorns that we use for our loose parts play. We've also got some money from our Santa's workshop that we had, and if you have any counters, then you could use counters. You might find these in some of your games, or you might have some ready for your learning. First of all, I'm going to introduce two math symbols to you. These are the addition symbol, that means when we are adding two numbers together, and also the equals symbol. That's what two numbers make all together. We're going to be using these symbols this week. Don't worry if you don't have these symbols at home. You can ask an adult to draw them for you on bits of card, and you can cut them out just like you did for your number cards at home, and you can use them to help them with your counting. I'm going to start by using 5 crayons. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use these 5 crayons to show you how to add numbers together. I have separated my crayons into 2 groups. I've got 1, 2, 3 crayons in this group, and I've got 1, 2 crayons in my other group. I'm going to put in some of the symbols that I introduced to you. Here is my addition. We are going to add 3, add 2 together to see what it makes. Let's see if we can count them all together. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All together I have got 5. 3 add 2 makes 5. Using the same 5 crayons, I have created a different sum. This time I have got in my first group 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 crayons. And over here in my other group, I've got 1. I'm going to add in the symbols that we are learning today. That means add, so I've got 4, add 1. And if we add them all together, that equals or makes 5. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 add 1 makes 5. This time I'm going to use some coins. Please help me to count them. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have got 10 coins. I have separated my coins into 2 groups again. I have now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in my first group. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4 in my second group. I'm going to add in those symbols, so we are going to find out what 6 add 4 makes or equals. I wonder if you know, what does 6 add 4 make? Let's see if we can work it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 add 4 makes 10. I'm using those coins again. This time I've separated them into 2 different groups. Can you count with me? I have got 1, 2, 3. It's a bit tricky to see with the light shining on them. 3 coins. In my second group, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 coins. I'm going to add in our symbol. Here's our addition symbol. We're going to be doing 3 add 5 equals or makes. Wonder what that does make. I'm going to point to them. See if you can count them with me. Did you get the same answer as me? I got 8. Let's join them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 add 5 makes 8. Now I'm going to explain some of the sheets that you have got in your pack for this week. We have given you pupil sheet 10. This one starts with a number, and then we've got to work out what 2 numbers together make that number. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Here are my coins again. Let's count them to see how many we've got. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10. That's the number we're going to use for pupil sheet 10. So try to find 10 objects. I'm going to separate some of the coins. Here we go. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to write that I had 10 coins to begin with, and I've got 4 in this group, and I've got 6 in this group. I just did a quick check. Now I'm going to get my colour pencils. Using my 2 colour crayons, I have coloured in my 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and my 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to show my sum at the top. I had my 10 coins. I separated them into 2 different piles, 2 groups, and then I coloured in how many I had in each group to show how 10 is made. Could you try that? If you find it a little bit tricky, you could maybe just do it with 5. Try it with 10 to begin with and see how you get on. I'm now going to show you pupil sheet 11. We've put on our activity sheet for this week's learning that the mild activities are for numbers up to 5, spicy activities are for numbers up to 10, hot activities are for numbers up to 20. Because this is something new, you might want to start with mild, and if you find it easy, you can move on. Or you might want to start with spicy, and if you find that okay, you can then move on. I am now going to show you how to do this with my 5 counters that I've chosen for this activity. Help me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have got my 5 counters. I'm going to split them just like I did for the last activity. There we go. I've got 1 on its own, so I'm going to do 1 circle for my 1 counter. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 4 counters. I wonder what those numbers look like. If you've got your number cards, you can use your number cards to help you. I have got my number 1. My number 4 was hiding. And I've got my number 4. Here's my adding sign. It's already there for me. 1 add 4 makes... let's have a quick check. What does 1 add 4 make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do another example with my 5 counters. This time I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to put all 5 of my counters over to one side. Oh, that means I've got nothing over here. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to need to draw 5 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't draw anything in my next box. I wonder how I'm going to write that. Here's my number 5. 5. What does it mean if we have got nothing? What number is nothing? Can you remember? 0. I have got 5 add 0. What does 5 add 0 make? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got nothing more to add. So 5 add 0 makes 5. Next, I'm going to go over pupil sheet 13. This one, you have got to count the dots and write the sum. If you notice, the adding and equal sign have already been put in for you. We would like you to try and use your Numicon cutouts for this if you can. For example, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5. I'm going to write 5 in and I'm going to find my 5 Numicon. Now I'm going to put my adding symbol and I'm going to count the dots on the other side of the clown. 1, 2, 2. 5 add 2. Here is my 2 Numicon. It can go that way or that way. 5 add 2 equals, what does 5 add 2 make? Well, I'm going to use my Numicon to make a shape. I wonder what shape that makes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if I put my 7 Numicon on top, yes, that does make the same number. Have a go with the rest of them. See how you get on. Does the Numicon fit when you're doing it with your cards at home? Lastly, we're going to go over pupil sheet 15. You're going to need your number cards that you cut out last week. I'm going to flip them over and I'm going to choose 2 numbers. I've got 10. Here's my adding symbol. Add 6 equals, that's quite tricky. 10 add 6. I'm going to write down the numbers that I turned over. 10 add 6. I'm using numbers up to 20 for this job. I'm going to count out my 10 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I need more, 8, 9, 10. Here's my number 10. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wonder if you counted the same way as me, or if you would have counted in rows, like our number talks for this week when we're thinking about the ways that we see numbers. You might have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to find 6. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need more. 6. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 add 6. I've got to add them all together. I know I've got 10 red ones over here and 6 yellow ones over here. I'm going to add them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, 16 is a really big number. If you're not sure what 16 looks like, you could use your 100 square that you got in your maths pack. 16 is made of 1 10, which I've got here, and 6 ones. There's my 6 ones. That's how we write the number 16. We would love if you could upload a picture of your learning to the learning journals. If there are any problems, or if Mrs. McDonald and I can help you in any way, please let us know. Thank you.